Out of my way! Ready for this? Ready for this? Ready for this? Too slow! Stay down! What's this? Stay down! What's this? Too slow!
Alright, can you hear me now? I want to fix that at least. Am I coming through on the mic? Or no? Yes, no? I'm trying to fix this. I need help. Okay, you can hear me. Is it still echoing? Okay, is the game still echoing? That's what I need to know now. Are you hearing sounds play twice? Alright, let me go back into the game.
Yeah.
Alright, so is it still echoing? Okay, it's good now. Is it off sync at all? Now I need to know if the audio is off sync, because it's off sync for me, but I think it's just because of the speakers. So that's like the last thing I need to know, and then we're done with tech support. Thank you for helping. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably hook up my newer monitor. I'll probably hook that one up. The problem is it doesn't have a stand. I think that one has built-in audio, so it should fix the audio on my end. If you guys don't hear it, then whoever's watching at least, then that's fine for now. I'm not really frustrated over it, because people said it was fine before. I just wanted to put my settings back the way they were, because I was trying to fix it, but I think it's something that can't be fixed with the way I have the audio set up right now. But if it doesn't show up in the videos or the streams, then that's good enough for now.
Stay where you are. Gone. Out of my way.
Yeah, I can't play this on PC right now because there's no save transfer, and I'm like 70% done with the game, so I don't really want to do that again. So until they fix it, I'm only going to be playing this through the capture card, so I want to make sure that everything's okay. But yeah, I think there's like a built-in delay when you use a capture card and actual speakers and not digital audio. I'm thinking that's what's causing it. I don't know, it's already kind of like... It's already 12:30 in the morning, so... I want to just relax for now. Yeah, thank you for helping me test. If it really is just the speakers, then I think I can fix that. I actually think this is the worst boss of this game. He's just kind of boring.
Stay where you are. Ready for this? Be gone. Useless. Useless. where you are. Stay down.
Yeah, I don't like that boss. Kinda don't like the bosses that just kind of stand there. Actually, I don't even think the only character that can really do a lot to that boss is Renard, the fox, because the fox can parry. The other two, their unique mechanics don't even work on that boss. Kind of just all you can do is just hit it. A little dry.
Useless! Scum! Useless! Stay down! What's this?
It's actually a really good thing that I didn't play this for long when I had the early copy, because my save got wiped. My save got wiped when they did the official launch, so I lost pretty much everything. So right now it's like I really only want to play on the deck, because I've been playing this a lot while I've been out and at my neighbors. There's no Steam Cloud right now, so that means if I play on PC, I have to start from scratch. I even tried to transfer my save manually like I've done with other games on this engine, and it didn't work. So I have pretty much no interest in playing on the PC right now. They said that they'll try to add it, but small team, so I don't know when it will be. In case you're wondering why I'm streaming from a Steam Deck at home, you know, I have a pretty good gaming PC. There's your answer. It's kind of out of my control right now. My save got wiped due to a bug, and then I've been playing this on the deck because, you know, you can beat it in under an hour. So it's a nice portable game. It has mid-run saving as well, so it's a good portable game. But right now there's no save transfers or cloud saves, so I'm gonna get really burnt out on the game if I go through like 2 saves simultaneously. I was just asking to get tired of the game for no reason of the game's fault itself, just current circumstances. I guess they weren't able to add cloud saving, so. But that's fine. I don't know if people are really interested in watching this. I like playing this game. It's fun. Extra jump and air dash. That's pretty good. Basically extend your combo by 1 rep.
for this? Gone! Stay down! Useless! Scum! Out of my way! What's this?
Oh wow, that's like the best item and one of the best food items in the game. So I need quite a bit more money. I'm gonna try to harvest that if I can. Oh good, there's an owl statue here. That should give me a decent amount. Alright, yeah, we can get it for sure now. Well, maybe. It's gotta drop 6 coins.
Scum! Useless!
Oh good, he dropped enough. Nice. Very efficient. A true ending requires you to play as all the characters, so I kind of gotta stop just playing as the fox. The fox is totally adjacent to how I play games, the fast and combo based and everything, but you have to play as all 3 of them. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to unlock all the stuff for them and probably put the game on like half damage, because I don't like playing the game that way. It's less interesting.
Useless! Stay down! Stay down! Stay down! Ready for this? Scum! Out of my way! Stay where you are! Scum!
Oops.
Stay down!
Thinking I should grab the key, and I guess we'll grab that.
Useless! Ready for this? Be gone! Useless! Stay where you are!
Hey, what's up, Willie? You liking this game? What's up, man?
Useless!
Long time no talk. How you doing?
Stay where you are! Stay down! Useless! Useless! Stay down! Too slow! Out of my way! Too slow!
Yeah, I'm glad I took a sponsorship. I mean, I was gonna play this anyway. That's the kind of only real sponsorship I wanted to take. I don't want to just take random stuff. I understand why people do it, but you know, I've been working on this channel for so long. I kind of just wanted it to be like, hey, I would use this anyway. So I promote it, and they pay me, and I was going to promote it for them for free. I mean, that's like the best kind of sponsorship you can get, really.
Be gone!
He said he was really thankful for my feedback, because I played the betas and stuff.
Gone! Stop! Stop!
Yeah, the Steam Deck has like doubled how much time I play on PC, because now when I'm helping my neighbor, I have like an extra like 4 or 5 hours a day I can play games. I mean, I can play games on the phone and the Switch, but like for you guys, the difference you'll see is games that I can run on the deck, I'll be making way more progress because I can play over there, whereas before it was I couldn't really play PC games away from home, but now I can. Yeah, I don't want to take random stuff like that, and they also pay like crap too.
Stay down! Useless!
The raid deal, the thing about that is it's basically like trying to get your viewers to sign up for the game and play through the tutorial, which is basically just, I'll be honest with you, the game plays itself, right?
Stay down!
It's asking them to download the game on their phone or their computer and just click a couple times. But the the way that partnership works is that they give you more money if you meet a certain threshold for how many of your viewers you get to play through the game or whatever. I think it's like beat the tutorial or something, which is barely any gameplay, by the way. It's like bare minimum of what you would consider to be a playable game. I'm not saying that because it's turn-based. You know, it's well documented that I don't like turn-based games, but that game is barely even turn-based. It literally plays itself. I think the only time any kind of manual input is actually required is when you're doing in-game content. So, I never wanted to take stuff like that. I get why people do it. But I really like this game. It's got its flaws, yes, but it's a good game. The kind of game I would play anyway, so...
Ready for this?
There's no bullshit like, you know, I get like
Stay where you are.
$300 more if 30 people buy the game or anything like that. There's no extortion. If you like the content I put up, then buy it if you like it, but I don't get any kind of benefit for doing that.
Stop.
I'm really the perfect audience for a Steam Deck because I already have like a really big PC game library, but you know, I have a job where I can play games and stuff when there's nothing else to do. So yeah, the second part of this game feels a lot worse than the first part. The pacing is definitely worse. It's mostly because of the way that the spawns work in this game, where they don't always spawn in the same places. The waves are completely randomized. It's not like setting... The rooms are set, like... They handcrafted these rooms, right? They made the assets for them and they made, like, actual levels. That is set. The spawns are not set. So sometimes you get all the way to the bottom and then they respawn at the top, and it kind of kills the pacing.
Out of my way.
I mentioned that when I was beta testing, and I guess they said it was... He said it was harder to fix that than you might think. Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't know, roguelikes have really sucked lately too. That's the other reason why I was glad to take the sponsorship when they offered it to me, because I love games like this, but roguelikes have been really trash lately after Vampire Survivors got popular. I won't say that game plays itself, because there's a lot of strategy that goes into it. It's not like Raid Shadow Legends, which is like lowest common denominator turn-based combat, where the game like plays itself. You still have to dodge, but the problem is there's just so many games like that, and it's gotten old. So it's cool to see something like this, an actual like skill-based roguelike. I've also gotten tired of not just Vampire Survivors clones being the only thing that's made anymore, but I've gotten tired of roguelikes where the game is just no fun to play when you don't get items. I've gotten really sick of that. I call it Isaac design. That's Binding of Isaac in a nutshell. There's still a lot of skill with Isaac, but the skill in Isaac is not like this game, where if it gives you absolutely nothing or you pick up no items, you can still beat it. It might be harder, but like the items aren't directly responsible for your success. The skill in Isaac is pretty much just you have to know what all the items do and what decisions to make to get the broken stuff. But if nothing drops, then the game is really boring to play. It's really cool to have this game where you can beat it with what you have. The items, they do help. If anything, they help your decision-making, because you need to decide what to build around. But, it's welcome right now, for sure. I'm not tired of the genre, I'm just tired of the way it's going. I'm tired of the Vampire Survivors clones.
Be gone.
And the game has barely any gameplay or manual dexterity required. It's kind of boring.
Stay where you are.
Like, Dead Cells has its problems, but the thing about Dead Cells that makes it
Ready for this?
still way above a lot of other roguelikes is that your skill does matter. The game is balanced in a way where you can actually beat it with nothing. What's up, Radical? I sure am. I'm playing on the deck right now because this game doesn't have cloud saves at the moment. Finally got a sponsorship after 17 years.
Out of my way.
If I tried Blade Assault, yeah, I need to play that game more. I probably will now that I have the deck. Oh, there's nothing to be sorry about, man. I haven't had some desire, like, urgent need to talk to you. You gotta take care of yourself. I'm fine.
Stay down. Be gone. Stop.
I've kind of been doing that a lot as well. Like,
Useless. Stay down.
I did that the other day. I, like, just didn't really talk to anybody in my Discord. I kind of just played this and worked on stuff.
Stop.
It could be good to take a break. How's Blade Assault? It's definitely a lot worse than this game.
Stay where you are.
It's more of a Muso kind of roguelike. I haven't really played it much since the updates, so I have to try that game again. But I'm not gonna play that tonight, though. I gotta get reacquainted with it. I'm gonna play Stranger in Paradise after this run, most likely. Do some riffs.
What? Hurry! Useless. Stop. Stay where you are. What's this?
Yeah, but I already have that game on my phone. I already have that game on my phone. I could, yes. It's a computer. It's just the main thing is that it runs on Linux and not Windows. You can install Windows on it, but there's downsides to doing that. So
Stop. Ready for this?
like, if you're into, like, modding games like I am, like, I tend to mod games like this after I've done most of the content. The compatibility of the mods is kind of up in the air. Yeah, you can put emulators on here. You can put like movies on here. The thing is that the other thing about it is that it is a computer, so you're getting like the actual sizes of the games. You know, Doom Eternal is like 80 gigs, so if you have a phone, I would recommend not putting stuff you can do on your phone on the deck. For gaming, it's great, just because, you know, if you're out a long time and you don't charge your phone, you can do your gaming on the deck and then leave the phone for, like, you know, important shit like phone calls or whatever you need to do on the phone. That's kind of what I've been doing. Like, I play PGR on the phone. That's like the only thing I really play on the phone right now. Yeah, the thing about the Steam Deck is the games are going to be a lot bigger than Switch games just by default. Except for stuff like this, of course. It's a pretty small game.
Gone. Useless. Stay down. Stay where you are. Ready for this?
Yeah, it's just straight up a computer, man. It's a computer, so the things you can do on a computer, you can do on here. You can even install Windows on this if you really want to. Yeah, it's well deserved. And I didn't want to take random stuff. I wanted to take something I would use anyway. Let's see what's in here. I'll take the agility. I'll take the HP. That's right, I'm on the second level, huh? I kind of need to burn through all my money. There's no shop on the last level.
Out of my way!
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's very awkward to use without a keyboard and mouse. You can hook it up to a monitor. It's just the main benefit of a Steam Deck, I'd say the main demographic for it would be people who already gamed on PC for a while, so, like, they already have a lot of games in their library that they like to play. But they have a lifestyle where there could be more time that they could play their computer games, but they're away from home. So, there's obviously my example where, you know, I work for my neighbor and I take care of her and her cats, and I have a couple hours a day that I could be playing computer games, but I could not. So for you guys get the benefit of, I can make videos faster, because I can play games like this over there and then come home and record them. But if you don't have the library, you're going to have to build it again. That's like the biggest advantage.
Useless!
Yeah, look up videos of what you want to play, otherwise you might be disappointed. Like for me, I already have the games, right? So I'm not out any money if it can't run on the deck. I already bought them, I already paid for them. But it still takes time and space to install them, so I looked up a lot of the games that I wanted to play before I even bought it. Yeah, especially so if you haven't already bought them. The games are cheaper, yes.
Out of my way!
It's just they're not always cheaper on Steam, so have to look elsewhere.
Out of my
Let
way!
me finish this run and I'll show you a good site. Give me like 10 minutes.
Useless!
I would actually recommend buying the games you like now, and then when you get the deck, you'll have stuff to play.
Stay where you are! Ready for this? Stay down! Scum! Be gone! Ready for this? Stay where you are. Gone! Too slow! Out of my way! Stay down! Be gone! Stay down! Useless! Stay where you are! Scum! Useless!
Three. Watch this! Useless! Ready for this? Ready for this?
of my way! Be gone! Ready for this? Be gone!
Alright, Willie, are you still here? I'll show you a good site for building your Steam library after I beat this boss, if you're still here. If not, I'm not gonna do it. If you're still here. Alright, let me beat this boss, I'll show you.
Gone! Stay where you are! Stay where you are! Gone! Stay down!
Nice, no damage. That was a clean fight. No damage, that's like my first no damage fight there. On that boss, at least. Yeah, give me that S rank. That was no damage. See if you can find me in the credits. I'm in there. Coming up soon. There I am. Let's see if I got anything for that. Oh, I did. Nice. Alright. Alright, let me close this down and I'll show you a good site. Yeah. The modes are pretty interesting. They're not just normal video game hard modes where things just do more damage. What it actually does is it changes the spawns, so you can get it changes the boss patterns for one. It changes the spawns, so you can get the harder enemies like at the start. I do think they have a little bit more health, but it's not even really noticeable. It's a combo-based game. You can attack a lot, so it's not as bad as it's actually pretty interesting. Frenzy mode, you take and deal double damage, and the game also runs faster. So it's like DMC turbo mode. It goes like, I think it's actually the same amount. It's 20% faster. So the difficulties are pretty interesting. It's not just boring stuff like everything has double health and you get tapped on the shoulder and you die. It's actually really fun. Frenzy mode is probably my favorite difficulty. So it's like really fast paced, but I need to unlock the other stuff on the other difficulties. Alright, so let me go ahead and switch scenes here. I'm not going to be playing on the deck anymore tonight. I'm going to play some Stranger Paradise. But let me show this to you while you're here. I'm done with the deck for tonight. So this is GG Deals. What this is it shows like the prices of games. And it also shows when they're historical low. Historical low is basically, I mean, it's for everything, but for PC gaming, it's like the site that has it for the lowest price it's ever been. So here's a good example, Hi-Fi Rush. So right now, the cheapest price for this is $24.20. So if you go on this site and you put in this coupon, it will be that price. And then you can also look at price history. So that's something really useful to look at as well, because sometimes something looks like it's dirt cheap, but it's actually been way cheaper earlier. Let's find a good example here. Like Dragon Ball FighterZ is dirt cheap now because it has like 4 seasons of DLC. So the base game is like, it's like 30% of the content. But what you can do is you can look here. See, like right now, the cheapest price is not from a key shop. There are some reputable key shops. You want to avoid Kinguin. Kinguin, a lot of times they're taken from stolen credit cards. Nothing bad will happen to you. The worst that will happen is that the key will get revoked. Instant Gaming is legit. I buy from there a lot. They have stuff for really cheap, especially older games like this. So, but you can look, and you can also look at the price history. So, like, you might not want to buy it right away, right? You know, if the game was like $10, $20 cheaper a couple months ago, then you would wait, unless you got a lot of money. But yeah, I recommend this site. Whenever I want to buy something, this is how I do it. Because one thing about buying games on PC is it's a free market, right? Uh, the publishers and the indie devs can decide if they only want to sell things through Steam. Now, if they only sell the game through Steam, then the only uh, way you can get a deal is pretty much if somebody gets like a review key or something and they give it to you, which is not something you're supposed to do, but people do that, of course. They sell them uh, or wait for a sale. But most games are actually available on sites that are not Steam. So if you get a Steam Deck and you want to save money, because you don't have the advantage that I do, right? Like I've been gaming on PC for a long time, so I have all the games already. I've spent like maybe $30 on games since I got the deck because I already have them all, right? You know, they play on there. Most of them do. But when you're trying to build a library, do not just stick to Steam because that's often going to be the worst deal. It's very rare for a historical low to be on the actual Steam site itself. A lot of times it'll be here. So official stores are basically the ones that they have no risks, right? Realistically, if you buy from these, nothing's really going to happen. The worst that will happen is that the publisher will find out, you know, hey, this was bought with a stolen credit card, so we're just going to remove the key. You're not going to get banned or anything. But ones I can vouch for, I've bought from Games for Play before. I've bought from Instant Gaming. Don't do G2A, don't do Kinguin, don't do G2 Play either. Those are known for having stolen keys. CD Keys is good as well. CD Keys is a good place to buy newer games. So when I buy like a brand new game that hasn't released, a lot of times this site will have it the cheapest. Actually, we can go there right now. I don't even know what's coming out right now. We're going to look for some examples. Let's look at coming soon. Like they've got Returnal for a little over $40. They have this stupid Harry Potter game for $45, $46. So if you want a brand new game like RE4 Remake, Base edition is like $43. Wo Long is under 50. I recommend CD keys. I've never had any problems with CD keys. They're probably the most legit key shop, but they're really only good for new games, pretty much. Their sales for older games, stuff that's not brand new or pre-release, are pretty bad, and they don't have a very good selection. But if you want new stuff, I mean, you can look at these prices, right? Like, this is way cheaper than buying it through Steam. It's the same game. Uh, so let me go ahead and in the put that in the chat. I recommend bookmarking that site. If you're gonna buy the deck, you can probably get a bunch of games from there from cheap. Just search for them, and then you know if you find a good deal, you do all the steps that I mentioned there. You can get a decent library for cheap, so that whenever you do get the deck, you'll have shit to play. There you go. Yeah. And no, I am not sponsored by them, by the way. So don't think I'm saying that because they slip me some money under the table. I'm not sponsored by them. It's just I use it. I use that site to run the channel, so I thought I'd recommend it. I am not sponsored by them. It wasn't like a Looney Tunes bag of money slipped under my bed because I mentioned that. So you're getting a real opinion. All right, we're gonna play some. We're gonna do some Risk for a little bit before I go to bed. Yeah, the biggest mistake you can make when you start PC gaming is to always get stuff from Steam. Steam's actually like the worst place. I gotta turn off my desktop capture. There we go. Also, Willie, uh, since you've donated to me a couple times, um, I'm more than willing to let you game share with me. Uh, so you can basically just play all my stuff for free. It's just the main limit is you can't be playing when I'm playing. But if you're serious about getting a Steam Deck, I'm willing to do that because I'm basically on a new computer right now. Well, Steam considers it to be a new computer. It's actually like kind of a Frankenstein. There's some old stuff in it still, like the hard drives and the graphics card, but everything else is new. So um, all my Steam shares, I was game sharing with people from my community and real life friends. All that got wiped. So I have 5 slots. Uh, I'm more than willing to do that for you. I don't mind. It doesn't cost me anything. But I do recommend buying your own games so that you don't have to be bound to my schedule. But yeah, that is an option as well. I have like probably most of the stuff you'd want to play already. But yeah, I don't think many people buy a Steam Deck that don't already have like the games already because that's like the biggest bonus of it is you're getting the games portable, but you paid for them like months or years ago. So the initial cost of buying it might seem like it's expensive at first, but if you're if you've been using it for a while, you're saving a ton of money because you're not buying the games again. Yeah, you can always I don't mind doing that for you. turn this down a little bit. It's a little loud. Yeah, I'm serious about that offer. I've game shared with Radical. He's in the chat right now. Uh, JD Lightside as well. He's probably gone to sleep now, but I game shared with him. It's just they all got wiped because Steam thinks I'm on a new computer. Because I don't really benefit from game sharing. I have like most of the stuff I want to play already. It's mostly just for real life friends and trusted members of the community. And by that I mean I trust that you won't like idle in a game for like 12 hours while you're asleep or at work and then make it so I can't play anything. That's like the worst you could do. But yeah, it's a computer, so it's just it is on Linux. It's not on Windows by default. So certain things will be harder to do, but you can do pretty much anything you want on there. Like I put my Common Rider Meteor mod for Sifu. Uh, I put that on the deck and it works fine. Yeah, the thing about game sharing is it really depends on the person that you're sharing with. If they're the standard person that like buys like 800 Steam games and then never plays any of them, then you're basically just getting the games for free, right? Because they never play them. But when you game share with me, I'm usually playing, I'm working on stuff for the channel, or I play stuff casually too. You know, I play this game sometimes and I don't turn on my stream, I'm not recording. Uh, then you kind of have to adhere to their schedule. Like, hey, I play games at this time, or I'm at work at this time, or I'm at school at this time, and uh, you know, I'd appreciate it if you don't play games at that time, kind of thing. But I'm definitely the latter. I do game a lot, several hours a day, maybe 3 to 5 hours a day, depending on what I'm playing. I think the best hookups you can have is those people that are like addicted to buying games because they're cheap on sale and they like don't have time to actually play them, and they never even log into their Steam account. Because then you just have full control, right? They're never on. Uh, Not everybody's privileged to have a friend like that. My grandma has a he was the family's computer tech pretty much most of my time growing up, and he ended up being one of those people. He has like a billion Steam games and he doesn't play them. He's probably busy doing more important stuff than playing games, but he's an example of an ideal person to game share with because he doesn't actually play them. You got to understand with me, I'm on it. I need to be working on the channel and stuff, so and it depends on the kind of game it is too. Like if it's like you want to see if the game even runs, it's really useful. But you don't want to play like an 80-hour JRPG on it. Like you don't want to be playing an 80-hour JRPG on somebody else's account, because then you might go long periods of time without being able to play, and those are like the worst games to really stop playing because it can get really hard to get reacquainted with them. But like, if you want to try like a roguelike or a fighting game or a beat 'em up, I think that's where it's most ideal. Or if you're not sure if your computer can run a game, it's really useful. Yeah, trying games is best. It really depends on the kind of game it is. You could try like a battle royale or something. One of the pay to play battle royales, you could try those. Hey, good night, man. Thanks for watching. It's probably less beneficial to game share with me now that I have the deck, honestly. Pre-deck pre-deck Tetsuo, just play when I'm working with my neighbor. But now that's not really a thing anymore. Game audio is quiet. I'll fix that. Hold on. Nice camera. Excellent camera. Industry standard camera. Alright, he's in the mix-up now. Now he'll die pretty fast. I'm gonna slow him down and then do the punches. Get all my mana back and then just burst him. Dead. Yeah, about a week and a half ago. Final DLC. I'm just doing some risks before I go to bed, so I feel like it. I gotta I gotta stop smoking the Helvetii, because I beat that game like 4 times today. I gotta play something else. Been been overdosing on that game. The OD. Gotta expand the horizons a little bit and play this. Yeah, it also ends the story. I've been doing better. Definitely had some bouts of imposter syndrome. I felt like I didn't deserve the sponsorship, but the person who made the game says he was glad to give it to me, and I work my ass off on this. I don't make much. I struggle financially, and sometimes it's hard for me to just do stuff for myself. That this Steam Deck does have benefit for you guys, but it's just something I wanted. But yeah, sometimes my mind kind of messes with me. It's like, oh, you don't deserve it. You don't get that many viewers, but he's very thankful for the feedback and helping with bugs and stuff. He's very thankful. So, but I mean, for you guys, it'll be easier for me to work on games when I'm not at home. So when I'm working for my neighbor, essentially means I'll have like more time to create content. That's like the main benefit. I sleep in my computer's in my room where my bed is. So some people like the Steam Deck because they live with family or their wife or husband or whatever, uh, and the computer room is elsewhere. So they like to play on the deck with like wireless headphones and not wake anybody up. But my computer's in my room, so I don't get that benefit from it. It's mostly just I don't drive, so I can't drive. So I'm the ideal, and I have a job where I have time to play. But yeah, stuff like Helvetii especially has been it's been a lot easier to make content for it because I can play while I'm can play while I'm not at home. Yeah, I'm traveling next month, so the Steam Deck's gonna be nice. The Steam Deck and the phone. I'll still do kitty sitting streams. I just haven't done them much because of the Steam Deck. But there will come a time when the kitty sitting streams return, just because I don't have anything interesting to play. Right now, I've been ODing on Helvetii, so I kind of haven't been streaming over there. Plus, their internet got like way worse over there. I have to stream off 4G. I pay for my own phone bill now. I used to be on a joint account with my parents, but after they divorced and they don't really talk to each other anymore, I got my own phone plan. So I have unlimited data. So I probably will stream over there again. It's just I've been smoking a lot of Helvetii. Oh, that's fine, man. I haven't had any urgent need of anything. Just chilling, working hard. First sponsorship after 17 years of almost daily work. It's a pretty big deal. We'll go ahead and do this, get some points. I'm always here if you need to talk. I just don't always like directly ask people how they're doing. Sometimes I need to manage my own stuff, and I'm doing okay right now. Could be worse. But yeah, I'm going to see my friends for my birthday, and then I'll also be doing the NerdCon I go to in May. So I think that will help. The biggest problem right now has been that my hangout, the game center that I post about on my Discord, I posted about it on the community posts on the channel a couple times. They shut down suddenly. Uh, they were doing really well, but they were partnered with another store that was next to it, and they decided to not renew the contract. So it pretty much just immediately shut down. And it's been a pretty big hit to my morale because like I was starting to talk to new people and kind of get over my abandonment trauma, and then that kind of just really put a damper on things for me. Uh, I've been really depressed about that, but it's a very weird situation because it's not the normal reason that a place shuts down. like, they can't adapt to the pandemic or like prices go up for stuff and they can't like make a profit. Like that wasn't what it was. It was uh, just contractual drama. It's like not the normal thing you expect for a store to shut down. Because obviously we've had a lot of small businesses like that have shut down because the pandemic, inflation, and supplies rising and shortages and stuff. It's like nope, they were doing really well, but the people in charge of the contract are assholes. They basically told the people that work there that they could wait for another one to open, but they're responsible adults. Some of them have wives and kids and stuff, so they can't do that. You know, they have to find another job. Can't sit around and wait and hope for another store to open up. So just kind of shut down randomly. Really sucks. It was a really nice place. It was very convenient for me too. Uh, that's been what I've been dealing with. They fired you when you had a doctor's note? Wow, fuck them. That's what sucks about having a job, realizing how expendable you are. Like, they'll replace you because you're old or you get injured or something. They always try to tell you that you're part of a team and shit, but as soon as you're not useful, they'll just throw you away. It's it really sucks. That's just the harsh reality of how our society works. All that stuff about you being a team and family and stuff is bullshit because you don't do that to your family, right? If they get hurt or injured or something bad happens to them, you actually support them. You don't just throw them away because they're sick. Unfortunately, at the jobs we work at, you can be very easily replaced. That's why I'm thankful to have the jobs I have, even though I don't make anywhere near as much as a normal job. I have a lot of control over it. There for half a decade. That is just what is wrong with people? Seriously, it's like they forget that you're human. That's our society in a nutshell, though. They work you to death and then they just get rid of you. They replace you with somebody younger. Yeah, they wonder why people don't want to work. It's like, well, you work us to the bone and you pay like shit. So, and you want people to have like crazy qualifications like straight out of high school and you wonder why nobody but teenagers wants to work. Like stupid. Like teenagers are it's easier to take advantage of teenagers because they don't have like their own kids or they don't live on their own or anything. The companies are like shocked that people don't want to show up to work. It's like, well, you treat us like garbage, so why should we come to work? Pay us a living wage. Let us be human. No, they want teenagers because they're young and their bodies are in better shape. they can they can sprain their ankle and be back in a week. They don't want like 30 somethings. They know full well that they can take advantage of teenagers just because teenager will do anything for a job. They'll take a 15-year-old with no experience over like a 30-year-old that actually knows what they're doing just because the 30-year-old will fight back. Like, yeah, you're paying like garbage and I'm here like 80 hours a week. A teenager will just kind of suck it up because they need the money. Well, I'm glad I help. I'm glad I help. Yeah, you can always watch my VODs back. Yeah, job market's pretty fucked right now, to be honest. It's pretty fucked. It always has been, but it's just gotten worse after the pandemic. Like you can't have a laundry list of shit that you want people to be qualified to like just work at a restaurant and then like pay them nothing and want them there like 80 hours a week and then like surprise Pikachu face when people don't want to work for nothing. Work yourself to the bone and make nothing. People are starting to wake up to that shit, and the companies don't know how to adapt. They can't just pay people more because that would make too much sense. They'll just replace you with somebody younger who won't complain because they don't have a family to take care of or bills. They'll take being paid nothing. I don't know. It's been such a big ordeal to get the minimum wage to go up here in California, and we have like the highest cost of living just because there's a lot of tech stuff here. A lot of like big tech companies are stationed here, like their main headquarters are here. Cost of living is high, and it was like such a big deal for them to raise the minimum wage. They're greedy fucks, pretty much. I don't know how else to say it. It's pretty much what it is. Yeah, the companies are making like record profits, but they say they can't pay people. Like, nah, you can pay people. You just don't want to. You want people to not talk back. Just kind of accept being mistreated. That's what it is, really. It's been proven they're making obscene amounts of money even post-pandemic. They just like to act like you need to feel bad for them because they're losing money. They're not. They're fine. The people that actually do the work at the companies, like you, are the ones that are struggling. Yeah, that's definitely a thankless job. It's like you get a lot of karma for doing it, but people kind of they give themselves bad karma by treating people like that like garbage. It doesn't pay the best either. That sucks. Like my neighbor could not. She could not afford to get somebody else to do what I do over there. She could not. Like they're very reliant on me. The caregiving is kind of an issue right now too in America. I guess it's harder to find people that can do it or want to. No, that's what's wrong with our American society is we don't take care of our family when they get older. You pretty much just dump them somewhere, right? It's basically like a human like dog shelter. I I don't mean to sound degrading, but it's the same kind of thing, right? People can't take they don't want to take care of them anymore, so they just dump them. So all that's going on, people like your girlfriend pretty much. Other parts of the world, people stay with their parents pretty much until they pass on, or unless they need some kind of like special care where they can't do that at home. They need like hospital technology equipment and stuff. But yeah, in America, we just kind of dump our parents and stuff in homes. Don't really care for them. There definitely are situations where that is like the best thing to do. Like my aunt, she gets cared for. She's not able to take care of herself. She's had a very difficult life, and my grandparents tried to for a long time, but they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. They were getting older, and she needed special care and stuff, and you can't do those things at home. That's kind of a different a different situation. They didn't dump her in those homes because they wanted to. It's really the only way that she can get the care that she needs. I spent a good chunk of my childhood taking care of her. She would babysit me, but I had to take care of her. It's a lot for a kid to handle, and then I kind of had to do that with my mom as well. That's probably why I'm such a good caregiver. It's like I kind of grew up just having to do that kind of thing. Yeah, thankless jobs suck. It's like it's things that need to be done, but you're not compensated properly. So people don't want to give their all to something and they're getting paid peanuts. I mean, I get paid peanuts doing this, but I give it my all because it's my passion. But I'm kind of a unique case because I do have disability because of my depression and anxiety. Uh, but yeah, if I didn't have that, I would have had to stop doing this ages ago because I just don't make enough. I'm lucky to have Social Security, so most of the money I make from the channel just goes back into the channel. Uh, no, you're fine, man. You're not bothering me. I know we like to shit on oversharing. Oversharing can be a good thing. It's just it has to be done to the right people, and you have to like make sure that they can handle it. That's a mistake that I've made in the past. I have like overshared to people, and they have their own shit going on, and I wasn't always really aware of that. But I don't mind. I think we shit on oversharing a little bit too much. Oversharing can be good. If you overshare to the people that can handle it, will actually listen to you and help. It could be a very good thing. I think telling people to go seek therapy is kind of uh, a bullshit, inconsiderate response. It's toxic actually because therapy is expensive. Like, if the therapy was free, I think that people could get away with saying that kind of shit more, but it's not. It costs an arm and a leg. There's no guarantee that the therapist that you can afford will even resonate with you, so you're just wasting money. I've had somebody say that to me before, and it's like it's not that easy. You can't just like call 555 therapist and get somebody to talk to. Things don't work that way. Exactly. Yeah, that's why I don't like how we demonize oversharing. I feel like if they're a good friend, they will at least listen to you, or they'll at least say like, "Hey, I can't process this right now." Like, "Hey, I want to help, but I can't process this right now. Can you like tell me later or something?" Yeah, a lot of them are dickwads. You're not wrong there. Yeah, I had something like that happen to me. I had a really good therapist, and he really liked me because I'm a mess, right? I'm a mess. I have a lot wrong with me, but I can still function as an adult, and I don't have any crippling addictions. So he liked talking to me because I obviously still needed help, but it wasn't like I drank like how many beers did you drink or how much did you smoke last night. It's like no, it's pretty much just I have mental trauma and anxiety and shit, but I can still function as an adult. I can still pay my own bills and run errands and take care of myself. I can do those things. And he really liked having somebody that he could talk to on his own level, But he got transferred elsewhere, and I haven't really even wanted to talk to another one since because he was really good for me. Uh, and I'm not trying to downplay other people. It's just obviously when you're a therapist, you're going to get a varying amount of people that they might not be capable of really even receiving help, or they don't listen, which is common. People that have like bad alcoholism or drug addictions and stuff, which was a lot of the stuff that he dealt with. Uh, because they were all people, like including me, that I was in a mental hospital and they transfer you there. So I guess I was easier. It's probably an easier patient because, like, yeah, I don't do like crystal meth or drink like 8 times a day or anything. I'm completely straight edge. But after I lost him, I kind of just haven't really wanted to talk to another one. It's very common. Yeah, that's pretty much how I am too. But yeah, I think that we tell people to just go see a therapist uh, is just as bad as when you just dump your parents in a home. You don't even try to take care of them. I feel like both of those things are equally bad in our society. We should not do that. In a perfect world, you could just get hooked up with a therapist for free, and one that actually resonates with you, that could actually help you and not just make things worse. But that's not how things work. even if you have the money, even if you have the money, uh, doesn't mean you can find a good one. Why does everybody I'm friends with stalk my Steam? I can't play anything in private. Everybody like go on my Discord like, hey, I saw you playing that. How is it? I'm like, dude, wait until I make the video. Like, you guys are creepazoids. And I'm not even playing anything like I need to hide. I'm not playing like hentai games or anything. People are always like like stalking my play activity. You're like the fifth person in my community that does that. I had Negro Justice asking me why I was playing a game. I'm like, dude, I'm playing it on the deck. Like, chill. Yeah, this game is solid though. I'm really enjoying it. Well, that's the thing. I don't always make videos for stuff I buy. Sometimes I don't want to, or I don't like it enough. Audio is still whack. What do you mean, low? I mean, it's still low. Is that better? Yes, no. What's wrong? You gotta tell me what's wrong. You gotta be more specific than that, man. I'm not psychic. Is that better? Yeah, you gotta be more descriptive. I don't mind being told that something's wrong. I don't get triggered by that. You just gotta tell me, be more descriptive so I can fix it. I had the speakers muted on the software, that's why. Be a little more descriptive and then I can fix it. I get triggered when people don't tell me. Like that really bothers me. Like, oh, your sound's been broken for an hour. It's like, well, you gotta tell me so I can fix it. It's cool, man. Yeah, you guys like to stalk my Steam activity. I'm like really glad I'm not into hentai because then I would have a problem. But everybody's always stalking what I'm playing. It's like you gotta wait for the video or the stream. It's like Thor's hammer in the Marvel movies. The game has to be deemed worthy to show up on the channel. And some games don't make the cut. This does. This makes the cut, but there's some games I play, it's like, I'm not really feeling this. I don't want to make a video just like shitting on it, so I'm just like gonna not cover it. Missing something here? Am I stuck? But yeah, it's like Thor's hammer. Not every game is worthy to be on the channel. It's gotta go through extensive trials to be deemed worthy. A lot of it lately, though, has been just testing stuff on the Steam Deck. Some of the games don't Some of the games don't work. You need to, like, exit out of the game and stuff and fight with it a little bit. That's what's been most of it lately. I never played the first or second one. Yeah, people are saying this is pretty much the best 3D Sonic now. Just a pretty, admittedly low bar, yes, but for a solo dev, like that's pretty big accomplishment. 3D Sonic's been pretty bunk for a long time, but the fact that one guy can make a game better is pretty insane. Kind of like Assault Spy. Assault Spy is like a legendary action game. It's made by one guy. Better than a lot of higher budget stuff. guess I went the wrong way. Not a fan of the non-linear design. Shouldn't be getting lost. Apparently I did. Always clear where to go in some of these levels. Yeah, I guess I just went back the way I was going. Went down that one already. This game's definitely best when it does not do stuff like this. Just make it obvious where to go. Get the point of this. Can I just go fast? Yeah, he added all the content from the second one, which I also never played. And then he added a bloody palace too. So I'm interested in that, of course. But you gotta beat all the content, and I just started playing a couple hours ago. He didn't do what I told him to do. Oops. Where am I now? Confused. Sometimes with, like, code bases of games, it gets harder and harder to add stuff onto it. Depending on how, like, cleanly they made the game. So sometimes it's easier to make a new one. Like, a good example of that would be the Flash version of Binding of Isaac. Like, Flash literally could not handle that game anymore. Like, that game pushes the limits of, like, what a Flash game can be. Like, just the sheer amount of content and variables it has. That's why they did Rebirth. The game didn't really need to be remade, it's just that they got tired of working with Flash. Like, they could not do anything else with that game with Flash. It was already, like, really barely holding together at that point. That's pretty much why that game got remade. Flash is not, like, the best engine to make the game you plan to expand upon. And obviously. Yeah, that game is a perfect example of that. Like, they could not add anything more to it. Like, it is immensely popular and successful. It's making a lot of money, but they literally could not add anything else to that game. Like, it's impossible. Like, Isaac was at the point where if they added anything, like even one thing to it, like the game would probably like stop working completely. Like they had to remake it. There was no choice. It's also happening with a lot of bigger games as well. Like, they don't have the source code to those old games anymore, so they have to remake them. Like, they can't even resell them. Yeah, I think people sometimes don't understand why they don't just keep adding on to a game. There's other reasons as well. Like, sometimes it's better to just start fresh and try to add more stuff onto it, get more eyes on it. Especially if the game comes out and it's not good, it'd be better to just make a sequel. But it's also like, sometimes the game just, they can't add anything else onto it. That's happening with Mega Man X Corrupted as well. Like, that game was originally coded in Flash. That's how old that game is. That's how long he's been working on that game. Like, Flash was actually, like, a relatively popular game engine at the time, but now we have, like, way better tools and resources to make games on a non-professional level. So he had to port that game to a different engine. Obviously, releasing a Flash game in the 2020s is not going to go over well. Yeah, but that game is also a good example of why video games have deadlines. People always ask, like, how do they run out of time to make games? Like, why don't they just keep working on it? I think people should just look at that game as an example of why they don't do that. Like, it'd be ridiculously expensive to work on, like, a professional game for, like, 15 years like he's been doing. You kind of have to limit it at some point. Yeah, he doesn't have any publishers or investors telling him, like, no, you need to release this now so we can start making money. No, he's been working on that for, like, eons. I think there is a very strong possibility that he might get approached by Capcom to make that like an official release. That has happened before. I think there's a pretty high grounds for that to happen. Like, instead of shutting it down and like, hey, just take this, let us take it and we'll pay you. Very well could happen. It has happened before with Mega Man. 25th anniversary for Mega Man, they did like literally nothing, and there was that guy making Street Fighter Cross Mega Man, so they paid him and they made that the 25th anniversary game. Now, on one hand, it's like, okay, you don't want to actually make a game. You're putting in the minimal effort. You're not even making a game. You're paying a fan to do it, but and the alternative is suing the guy or cease and desisting. You know, the guy got paid for it. It wasn't like the best Mega Man game ever, but it was cool at the time. It was more than enjoyable. turn the anime off, sorry. Need to turn the anime off on the side. Need to remove the anime. There, the anime is gone. Anime was defeated. It's actually really distracting, I hate having that on. Alright, good, the anime's gone. Oh, sorry, I'm not looking at chat. It's kind of not a chat-friendly game. But yeah, I'm gonna 1cc this and go to bed. I didn't realize how late it was. Lost track of time. I got stuff to do in the morning, so yeah, I'm stopping after this run, man. Good night. DM me anytime. I don't bite.